feels really weird to be cooking this. I'm pretty sure that science has shown that beavers, once their tails have been cut off with machetes, become groundhogs and move to rural backyards. I've never had a beaver tail in my hands before now, and the thing is surprisingly heavy and firm. It almost feels pretend, like a combination of plastic and rubber. But this is the real thing. How to cook it? Step 1 is to put it on a baking sheet. The next 10 minutes are spent burning the skin until it can be peeled off. Now we play the waiting game. It's not exactly a pleasant smell in here right now. Now to peel the skin. Ugh, this is disturbing. Just peel the tail, Remy. Peel the tail. I think that belongs on a t-shirt someday. It comes off pretty easily on one side, but it wants to stick on the other side. This is just so weird. It feels somehow disrespectful to be cutting this tail down to size, but I'm only going to be able to peel a small part of it right now. As I get a closer look, I'm pretty disgusted to find that, under the skin, hairs grow out of the actual meat, which according to what I've read, should probably be referred to as meaty fat. Oh, the hairs. I can't imagine anyone who's not starving finding this appealing. I need to sort of badly fillet the meat out of the skin. Somehow I avoid cutting myself horribly and get a few strips of meat fat out. I'm not one for wasting food, but this is all the meat I can get off now, so I'm eager to cook it. Should I leave the meat fat unseasoned? If the hairs on this thing don't burn off in the oven, I'm going to rely on the seasoning. I don't want to be chewing on hairy meat fat without spices. And back into the oven it goes. I no longer want to chew on this meat fat at all, but really, I'm stuck now. Oh man, I hope this improves by cooking it completely. Now that it's cooked, and it doesn't smell like burning hair, it actually smells pretty good. In retrospect, I'll say it smells not good, but better than it did. Believe it or not, I'm seeing little hairs on this. The hairs didn't cook off. This meat fat is still as hairy as it was when I put it in the oven. This is going to be very difficult. But if I'm jumping in big. A nice big chunk of meat fat. But first, what does it smell like? It almost has the smell of feet, rodents, sewage, crispy pork or chicken skin. Is it good or is it bad? Delicious or disgusting? Can you guess? That sound was me pushing the plate away. That's not good. I love the taste of pork fat, and this definitely has that taste. Sort of. But the piece I had was like eating meat gelatin. Like I said, meat fat. Bite into it and it stuck to my teeth. It just was not appetizing enough. There's this very strong gaminess to this, and you would definitely be able to eat it if it just wasn't so terrible, awful, inedible. If it was crispier. But you know what? That's not true. My dad tried a crispier piece and almost threw up. Look at it. Look at it! This definitely could be good. Unlikely. But what I've had today has definitely turned me off beaver tail. I'm sorry to say I will not be making any more beavers into groundhogs. At least I can make myself laugh.